Hello student, this is Prakash and today you will study here fifth poem of your book First Flight. The name of the poem is The Ball Poem and it is composed by John Barrymore, who was an American poet and scholar. He was famous for his collection of poem that is called Dream Song, which was published in 1969. It is a collection of 385 poems. He also won Pulitzer Prize and National Book Award. So students, now I will tell you about the poem. That it tells us about the losses which we suffer in our life, the miseries which we suffer in our life. Students, it is very true that no one in one's life can always be happy. Sometimes miseries are there and losses are there in life which we have to face, and we have to stand again after the breakdown. So this is the poem with the same message. Now we will read the poem and find out what is there. So what is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there it is in the water. Here the poet tells about a boy who has a ball and he is playing with the same ball, and the ball slips from his hand and it goes bouncing toward the street and then to the water body, that is river or pond. It goes bouncing merrily, and here the poet wants to tell that anyone who is in his life suffer any kind of loss, and this is the starting that a boy is losing his ball and he becomes unhappy after losing the ball. He thinks about the memories of ball, that how he played with it. The next lines are there. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him a dime. Another ball is worthless now. The poet wants to convey that, to say that you can take money and purchase the another ball, but there is no use of such things, because this is the time when the boy has to learn something. The boy has to learn the responsibility. The boy has to learn that miseries are the part of life. So the boy who lost his ball is standing there thinking about the ball, and he is rigid, trembling, staring down. Rigid means fixed, and trembling because he has lost his ball, and staring down toward the ball, because the memories, the happiness which he has were all associated with that ball only, and all his young days into the harbor, that is his memories are now with the ball, and the ball is where? That is in the harbor, that is pond where his ball went. I would not intrude on him a dime. another ball is worthless. So here the poet does not want to sympathize or console him by saying that you can take money, you can take another ball, because he wants to convey that the boy must learn about the life, that this is the life, that you will lose the things which you have now. That may be materialistic, or the thing from which your emotions are attached. So anyhow, the thing will be lost, because nothing is long lasting in this materialistic world. That may be your loving person, and any loving person, or the thing which you like very much. So anything it may be, that you will have to lose one day, and you have to learn that after breakdown you have to stand again. So the next lines are, now he senses first responsibility in a word of position. People will take balls, balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external, he is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. In these lines, poet wants to convey that that is how, that is the way in which a boy, a learner, can have a sense of responsibility. Because if a person has has not any sense of responsibility, then surely he will lose one after another thing. So in a word of possession, that we all have any kind of possession, all belongings that we have, all the persons that our relationships. So anything it may be, that we will lose one day, and people will take balls, that it will be lost one day, and it will lost forever. So the little boy who has lost the ball now, he has to understand that this is the world where you will lose everything. You will find everything and you will lose everything. And in any circumstances, you will have to stand by. You will have to take a stand, and you will have to face the situation, and you will have to be courageous. So, and no one buys a ball back. That is, if anything which is lost, if that is materialistic, then you can buy, but the memories which are associated from that thing only, that you will not get back. You can have the thing back, but the memories you will never get back, that that belong to earlier things. So money is external, through which you can purchase materialistic, but everything cannot be purchased, because you can purchase your luxuries, your articles, whatever you need, but you cannot purchase the happiness, the relationships through the money. So money is external, so it cannot it cannot purchase everything. That is why it is called money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. He has lost his ball, and still his eyes are lingering towards the ball. So he is associated, and he has a lot of memories with that ball, but he has to learn the epistemology of laws. That is, you have to understand what is the laws, what is the sense of laws. And when you will understand what you have lost and what is the sense of loss, because you know very well that this is the word of mortals, where people come and goes. So what happens? No one lives here for eternity. That is the sense you have to understand, and how to stand up, because you have to live without them also, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. And this is the thing which everyone will know, some today and some another day, but they will have to learn. So now this is all about your poem, and let's see. Here are some figure of speeches which you have to understand. As here in the starting of the line, what and what is given, so it is called anaphora. It is called anaphora when the same word comes at the starting of the lines, and it may be two or more, so it is called anaphora. Here what and what is given, so it is repetition. It is called repetition when the same word is repeated in the same line, then it is called repetition. Here, merrily bouncing down the street, and then, and here, boy, now, who, lost. So vowel O has come here many times. O, 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 O. So it is called assonance. And here also I, then assonance is there. The next one, in this line you will see a dime, another ball is worthless. Here no conjunction is used, so when there is no conjunction used, so it is called ascendaton. That is ascendaton when no conjunction is used in any line. Here you can see that no conjunction is used. In this line, balls, it is called repetition. It is not alliteration, because here comma is used here, so it is repetition. Alliteration is here, that is buys a ball back, B, and it is called alliteration. No rhyming scheme in this poem, so it is free verse. So students, hopefully you will have understood about the poem, and this is all about your poem.